And the gentleman from Connecticut is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank my colleague from Massachusetts for yielding this time. And I say with a note of pride that Lowell, Massachusetts served and continues to serve as a model for urban national parks upon which we based Coltsville becoming a national historic park. I want to thank Chairman McClintock also for his words. Both he and Representative Tsongas have outlined what this does. This has been great work by a number of people on this committee in a nonpartisan way. I would just add, Mr. Chairman, in your brief history of Coltsville, that Samuel Colt died in 1862, and not many people realize this. So it was actually Elizabeth Colt who was in charge, though she could not vote at the time, who was in charge of what was one of the top 5 corporations in America at that time. And as you alluded to, it was as a lot of New England was, the center of the Industrial Revolution. It's also where Mr. Ford came to study and looked at the assembly line. And Pratt & Whitney did internships of the famous Pratt & Whitney Aircraft Company, and it spawned both the bicycle, the automobile, and the typewriter, all which came from the great city of Hartford at the time. I want to thank the neighborhood for the collaborative effort, but especially the governor of the state, Governor Malloy, for his hard work, former Mayor Segura, Mayor Luke Bronin, the current mayor, Park Superintendent Woolsey, who, as Representative Tsongas rightly pointed out, when they went to the site and looked at this spectacular site, when they, in the review, realized that there was a better way to facilitate people seeing it and locating a section in this historic brownstone area, which this technical change in the legislation allows them to do. As Representative Tsongas said, this was done in an expedited manner, so I greatly appreciate the work of the committee on this and the staff of the committee as well. Chairman Bishop has been a strong supporter of this from the start, and I dare say, as we struggled to get this legislation passed for almost a decade, it was his leadership and that of Ranking Member Grijalva who brought this to fruition. So this is, again, yet another demonstration of what can happen when everybody pulls together, and certainly in the 100th anniversary of our National Park Service, to preserve this historic landmark and to do it in the manner that's consistent with making sure that our national treasures here, whether they be our enormous national parks in the West or on the East Coast, a number of our treasures, historic treasures. I would note that at the confluence of a national historic river, a Blueways and Greenways national historic endeavor, that this national park is located. And it's that confluence and the work of this committee in recognizing the historic achievement of Samuel and Elizabeth Colt that we are so dearly proud of, not only in Hartford, but across this nation. I thank again the chairman, McClintock, and I want to thank again my dear friend and ranking member, Tsongas. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikki.